Hello, one and all. Do you rely on news websites for daily news updates? Do you know that you get tracked on the internet and get targeted with personalized advertisements? Well, the absence of privacy laws in India allows third parties to track users intensely, to show targeted ads, which in turn have the potential to change users' political views and behavior. Also, the majority of privacy studies are confined to the Western world. India, a large market which covers 20% of the world population, is not studied yet. In this study, Under the Spotlight Web Tracking in Indian Partisan News Websites, we answer such questions by measuring the extent of tracking in the Indian partisan news websites. I, Vibhur Agarwal from LNM IIT, present our work conducted with my amazing co-authors, Yash, Shakti Balan, Pushkal, Shaunak, Nishant, Nicholas, and Sangeeta. Before discussing the research questions, I want to discuss what are partisan news websites and what is web tracking. So, when we talk about news websites, they all have a notion of journalistic balance. Every story can have two point of views, and both of them should be covered in an unbiased manner. But in case of partisan news websites, they are either pro left, that is towards liberals, pro center, that is towards neutral or least bias, or pro right, that is towards the conservatives. Now understand what online tracking means. Have you ever observed that whenever you search for a product on Amazon, you get similar ads on your news feeds and social media? But how does a news website track you? Whenever we visit a website on our browser, the website sets first and third party cookies in our browser. These cookies track us across different websites we visit. Besides cookies, there are also various advanced techniques. Some of them we'll discuss in the presentation today. Based on our motivation, we draft our research questions as follows. First, what is the extent of online tracking across partisan news websites in India? Second, do left websites track users differently than the right websites? Third is, what kind of tracking methods are commonly employed on such websites? To answer our research questions, we follow this four-step methodology. First is news websites list curation. To curate the list of top Indian news websites, we use FeedSpot that curates a list of prominent Indian news websites. And additionally, we also look at Alexa.com. In total, we curate a list of 123 news websites in English, Hindi, and various regional languages in India. Also, we find that 23 news websites have their separate mobile versions. Step two is website partisan labeling. Two political science and journalism experts, along with Media Ownership Monitor report, label the websites as left, center, or right leaning websites. These news websites reach about 77% of the Indian population. Step three is to crawl websites information, we use OpenWPM, a web privacy measurement framework from Princeton University. We crawl HTTP request responses, cookies information, and JavaScript from these websites using OpenWPM. In total, we get a data set of around 40 GBs, consist of 5 stateless and 5 stateful crawls. The dataset and codes are publicly available. Link is shared in the paper as well as in the last slide of this presentation. Step 4 is for tracking analysis. We use popular privacy metrics such as number of cookies, cookie synchronization, device fingerprinting, and invisible pixels. Let's look at the results for each one of these metrics now. Now, the first metric is cookie-based tracking. The figure shows the CDF of the number of cookies for left, center, and right-leaning websites for the desktop and mobile versions. In all the political leanings, desktop websites push more median number of cookies to the user's browser than the mobile versions. In mobile, right websites track users the most, followed by center and the left websites. In desktop versions, the right websites have fewer cookies than the left, and left has a fewer than the center website. For example, Sandesh.com, which is a left website, has on an average more than 1400 cookies, which is the highest in our data set. Further, we look at the type of third parties that set cookies on the browser using disconnect list and find that the largest portion of third parties is advertising. This figure shows the top 10 third parties with the percentage of websites in which they are tagging users. For comparison with the general web, we crawl data from whotracks.me, the percentage of websites in which detected third parties embed their cookies on the web. Third parties, mainly advertisers, are way more in news websites than the general web. Among the news websites, these third parties are more embedded in the right leaning websites than the left, followed by the center. DoubleClick.net is present in more than 80% of the websites across all the political leanings and with 100% presence in the right leaning websites. So these top 10 third parties, which comprise top 2% third parties, set 42% cookies in our data set. This shows that only handful of third parties provide very high coverage of users across all the political spectrum of Indian news media. So now, second matrix is cookie synchronization. It is even more dangerous since it is a cross-site tracking mechanism that allows third-party trackers to share users' information with each other using a common database in the backend and therefore generate detailed profiles of the users. We plot the top 10 third parties involved in cookie synchronization as shown in this figure. We observed that the top cookie setting domains are also involved in cookie synchronization. In fact, PubMatic.com, which is among top 10 third party setting cookies, is also performing the highest amount of cookie synchronization. For more such interesting results, please refer to our paper. Now, what if we block the tracking cookies using ad blockers? Does that mean we are safe? No. These third parties have invented several advanced techniques, such as invisible pixels, to track users. Third parties inject several 1x1 invisible pixel images on the web pages, through which they can still track a user's behavior and engagement on the web page. This figure shows the top 20 websites having the highest number of invisible pixels. Again, Sandesh.com, earlier found setting the most cookies, has the highest number of detected invisible pixels as well. Also, Google related properties such as Google syndication, Google Analytics.com dominate the market as the largest cumulative third party domain that uses invisible pixels to track users' behavior. So, if you guys are interested in this work, we make the dataset and code public via this link. Also, I'm very happy to share that our work is also covered recently in the Open Magazine. To know more, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter or just send me an email. So, thanks for listening to this presentation.